Christmas, just like the ones I used to know. What's up, everybody? Welcome to PCP Movie Night. Welcome, in fact, to Pop Culture Philosophers, where we host PCP Movie Night every Monday night. Tonight, we're talking about a Christmas movie. We're talking about White Christmas, the 1954 Bing Crosby classic. I'm very excited to be here with the panel tonight. Two of us had to drop out, one of them intentionally, one of them unintentionally, but it doesn't matter. We're here and we're going to chat about what I consider a classic Christmas film. Joining us tonight to talk about this classic Christmas film. And never forget the reason for the season. That's right. Abbreviations JC. It's Joe Corallo. What's up, my man?
Well, it's true. Enjoying I'm already all in on Christmas. Already did the Garfield Christmas special. The other day, the Poirot, one of those Christmas episodes. So, really going in for it.
Bro, you're really getting into it. It's only December 1st, man. And you're diving in. You're diving in,
absolutely,
man.
Absolutely.
All right. For the first time on PCP Movie Night, and also for the first time here on Pop Culture Philosophers, I've been on his channel, but we've never been graced with the presence until tonight of Cliff on Comics. What's up, Cliff? How you doing?
Our pleasure to be here, so we could just take this beautiful warm blanket movie and dissect it. With our own second coming right over here, Mr. Corallo. I'm very excited.
Thank you.
Heck yeah. And live from Subterranea tonight via satellite, it's Brooks. Yeah. What's up? Oh, Brooks isn't even there.
More appropriate. I don't know. Apparently, the Mole Man took over Brooks's house, and this is
what's coming.
There he is.
There he is.
What's up, Brooks?
What's up?
What's up? Did you change lighting or something, man? What's going on, man?
I don't know. I guess I jumped to Black Christmas already.
Wow.
That's not till next week, man. All right. We're talking about 1954's White Christmas. There's my Blu-ray copy right there. This was sent to me by fans and family of the channel. Chocos and Mary sent this to me a couple of years ago. I actually watched this movie for the first time a couple of years ago. It was 2 years ago. 2023, is my math right? 5 minus 2 is 3. Yep. If my math is right, yeah, 2023. I'm chilling there with my girl, and we're going through Netflix, and she's like, we're going through stuff. I was like, I've never seen White Christmas, and she looks at me, she goes, "You never seen White Christmas? Are you serious?" So I watched it that night, and I was like, holy crap, this movie's actually really good. Like, I don't know. I always thought this was some kind of like stuck up, silly, stupid movie. I didn't even realize that at the time that it was directed by Michael Curtiz, who I love because I'm a huge nut for Casablanca. Also, he did Errol Flynn in a lot of Errol Flynn movies, including Robin Hood, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he did Robin Hood.
No, he did Robin Hood, yeah.
But I watched this movie and I was really, really surprised because the only Bing Crosby I really knew, aside from the song, obviously, was him doing Little Drummer Boy with David Bowie.
Yeah, with David Bowie, and that was a disaster. They hated each other.
Yes.
Bing was also a monster on this set too.
That's what I hear.
He is everywhere.
I heard he hated everybody but Rosemary.
And according to his kids, he was a monster to them too.
Yeah, he's a real piece of shit, and we can say that because he's been dead a long time. Fuck Bing Crosby. What a douchebag.
Feeding your kids with a sack of oranges because it doesn't leave bruises. Like, that was in the freaking memoir of his kids did. Like, insane.
Well, I'm going to have to read that. That sounds like some dirty laundry, man. That sounds crazy.
Oh, so dirty.
For sure. What a prick. What an absolute prick.
That being said, I really like this movie starring Bing Crosby, which was a vehicle for Bing Crosby. And they wanted, it was supposed to be for Bing Crosby and Fred Astaire because they had already done Holiday Inn, which was the first movie that had the song by Irving Berlin, by the way. That's like, and here's the thing that I don't think a lot of people realize, but back in 1954, the most successful song of all time was White Christmas, right? Yeah. It was a huge thing. It came out of Holiday Inn, 1942 film. Then Fred and Bing worked together again on Blue Skies, which also features White Christmas. And then they said, fuck it. The money keeps coming in. Let's just make a movie called White Christmas. And the really ironic thing is that most of the movie is not a white Christmas. But, man, I watched this a couple years ago. I was really, really excited. Then we had Chocos and Mary send that to me. I was super happy to have this in my collection. When people send me movies, we cover them here on the channel. It may take 2-3 years, but we eventually get to them.
Yeah.
I loved it then. And here on the rewatch, I watched it last night. It was a busy week. And last night or yesterday, most of yesterday, I kind of took the day off, right? And I am reading Fellowship of the Ring right now. Okay, that's what I'm doing. I went way too deep during the recent Lord of the Rings trilogy PCP movie nights, and bruh, I bought the Silmarillion. I bought Unfinished Tales. I've been watching YouTube videos. I know too much about the history of Middle Earth right now, dude. I am neck deep into this shit. I spent most of the day reading Fellowship of the Ring. And I'm nearing the end of the book. And I was like, man, I don't want to watch White Christmas. Man, I'd rather keep reading Fellowship of the Ring. But I put it on by myself.
Christmas.
I took it's near Christmas. I took a gummy. I watched it by myself, had just as much fun as I had the first time. Man, I love this movie. I think it's incredibly good. It's directed, like I said, by Michael Curtiz, who did Casablanca. You kind of get that feel, right? Casablanca was a very chaotic production. And the fact that any kind of like movie with a narrative thread came out of that situation blows my mind. I won't say like I'm a Bing Crosby fan or anything like that, but I'll tell you this. After watching White Christmas a couple times, I'm a Danny Kaye fan, 100%. Yeah. But I love the movie. I love the music. I love the performances. I love the way it looks. It's presented in VistaVision.
That's right.
VistaVision.
Let me tell you, that's a big deal. That's a big deal because this is the birth of widescreen as we know it when they came up with VistaVision.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah. If those that don't know, it was something put together by somebody, and Paramount kind of like owned it for a while. And this was the first movie with VistaVision. But usually what would happen is correct me if I'm wrong, but the film would go through vertically in the camera and then they would flip it. Right. But this was the first time they developed a process where the film goes through horizontally, and it produced a cleaner, more vibrant image, man. And it's beautiful. And it still looks beautiful today.
Everything is more vibrant horizontally.
Yeah, well, it's true. But the thing is, it's a shame you probably have the older Blu-ray, right? Because they did a new, a better version.
This was a gift, bro. You know what I'm saying? I know. Last year they did a new one. Yeah,
I know they did a really. They did a 4K
nice restoration, right? Didn't they?
Yeah. It was like very particularly done, like using, like really preserving a lot of it. There are bits in the background that are like shaky that all got fixed and things like that from it. Like they actually found a clean print from 1954.
Oh, wow.
That they were able to use to help. They found 2 clean prints. One was German audio and one was in English that they were able to use to help with the restoration process.
Well, I actually am very excited to check that out. You know what I'm saying? I want to see that. I want to see that restoration because the movie looks great on the Blu-ray that I have right now, and I'm sure it will look even better then. But I love the film, dude. And I remember the first time I watched it, I looked over and I was like, they don't write movies like this anymore. She's like, what are you talking about? I was like, the dialogue. Like, the dialogue isn't realistic, but it's snappy, it's witty, it recalls bits from before, and it's just, I miss movies like this for some reason. I say I miss movies like this. I wasn't around when movies like this were made. You know what I'm saying? But I do love this era of Hollywood. I love this era of Hollywood. I love the musical. I'm very excited. I loved it when I first watched it 2 years ago. I loved it again on my second watch. Joe, I was very surprised when you picked White Christmas. Tell me what you think about it overall. What's your history? When was the last time you saw it in a theater in New York?
I didn't watch this one in theaters, but I did see It's a Wonderful Life in theaters last year, which was great. For me, this is like, there's a lot to like about it, but it's not like great to me. Like it has like, there's so like, if I'm going to do a musical, like it doesn't come close to like Singing in the Rain and some of these other things. And then if I'm going to do a Christmas movie, it doesn't come close to like Christmas in Connecticut. So it's like, it's kind of like it's not my favorite musical. It's not my favorite Christmas movie. I again, like It's a Wonderful Life is a better movie. Shop Around the Corner is a better movie. The Bishop's Wife is a better. Like I could go on and on about Christmas movies I put over this and other musicals from the time. I still really, really like it, and it's a very vibrant movie. It's a lot like a giallo film. You just like a giallo, you're not really watching it for the script because the story fucking blows in this movie. It's a shit story. But just like a Fulci movie, it's like, shut up, who gives a fuck? You're watching it for the kills, and here it's like, who gives a fuck about the story? It's a vehicle to the happy ending, and it's vibrant, and there's musical numbers, and you're gonna enjoy it and have fun. And that's what this is. So it's very similar to Italian Horror. So I think if you love the works of Lucio Fulci, you're going to love White Christmas.
I think you're the first person to ever make the connection between Fulci and Curtiz. For sure.
I may agree.
Hell yeah. All right. I can dig that, Joe. I can dig that. What about you, Cliff? I told you we had some spots. You said I'm there for White Christmas. What do you think about the movie overall? What do you think about it on the rewatch?
Listen, I'm there. You could have told me that we were watching, I don't know, think of an atrocity that was terrible.
Battlefield Earth.
You could have told me it was Battlefield Earth, and I would have been like, all right, let's go.
Joe would have too, by the way.
Yes, I absolutely would have.
You know what? I'm writing that down. We should do Battlefield Earth.
But I too saw White Christmas from beginning to end for the first time 2 years ago. Right?
Oh, what?
Yeah. And I watched, and so then I watched it streaming with my mom. It was beautiful streaming.
Mm-hmm.
This time around, I watched the 4K, and I was like, "This is insane! Are they in my living room?" It was just like blew me away. But yeah, no, I was like, because that not so long ago experience of White Christmas was still pumping through my veins. And of course, I believe I compared this movie to an episode of Seinfeld, like nothing but nonstop miscommunication, callbacks, and the unintentional hyper queerness of Danny Kaye, a man who's actually notorious for cheating on his wives with other women, but here he's my gay icon.
Mm.
And that Sisters number was fantastic.
Which one? The one with Bing and Danny?
Right, with the two guys, because they didn't know what to do with themselves. I thought it was great.
That one right there.
That one right there, yes. Come on, Danny Kaye was eating the goddamn scenery with that. Come on.
Mm.
In the special features, and by the way, I hope on that new Blu-ray there's some better special features, because one of the special features in here is about Rosemary Clooney's fucking house in Kentucky. 11 and a half minutes on her house in Kentucky. Why is that relevant to this film? I don't understand.
People want to know they think people want to know a little bit more background on the performers. I will say this. Vera Ellen. Oh my God. The dancing, right? Did she not kill it in this? She was like, I was like, this woman's like, gravity is a suggestion. Gravity is a suggestion.
Yeah. Can't sing for shit, but what a dancer.
But she was fucking like, I'll show you dancing on air, Ginger Rogers. I'll show you dancing on air.
And I think she only did one more movie after this, actually.
And then that was it.
Yeah. And she was known as one of the hardest working people in Hollywood at the time. Yeah. We'll wait a little bit on Brooks to get done with his Magic the Gathering game. So we'll get to his overall thoughts, but there are some really solid performances here. And there's 4 of us here tonight, 3.5 if you really think about it. And I swear, I got 3 performances that I could highlight. And if they all get taken before it comes back to me, I'm going first every single time. Joe, what's a performance in White Christmas you want to highlight?
I'm going to go with Dean Jagger, the Major General. He is he plays it so straight and convincingly. Like, he is just this, like, you know, tough guy with a heart of gold, and he's just trying to get by, and he's unflinching. He is just like a rock throughout the movie. It's And this goes back to how shitty the script is. It's such a contrivance that he's there in Vermont. Like, way to be like, these fucking pigs can eat slop. Who fucking cares, you idiot? You're just like, just do these coincidences, which are the elements for me of like the worst parts of the golden age of Hollywood, where they're just like, oh, people are dumber than you think they are. Just do it. So that aside, he gives such a great performance throughout, very consistent, just hits his mark every time. There's no break. There's like, I feel like he's a military man in a way that Bing Crosby and Danny Kaye fail time and time again to convey in this movie. I don't believe for a fucking second that either of those guys saw wartime.
Well,
But
I believe they saw
yeah.
wartime if they were in the Korean War and they were medical professionals and they were in the show MASH, right?
Yeah.
Like they're like MASH military.
But like Dean Jager, like he really, I'm like, okay, this is a guy who's really playing a military guy, and he helps sell, you know, Danny Kaye and Bing Crosby's performances because he's that good in that role. I think it's also fucked up that he is the same age as Bing Crosby.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. He looks so much older. He's at least portrayed so much older, right?
He is portrayed so much older, but Bing Crosby's a 51-year-old who is with someone half his age in this movie, which is another issue. But
that's super crazy because 51-year-olds now play high schoolers in Stranger Things season 5. So that's nuts, man. That's nuts.
That's forgivable because that's about a long road. This, however, is a Hollywood tradition that doesn't ever seem to stop. All right. We're still seeing movies with dudes who are 55 hooking up with girls who are 29. Like, it's all good, and we're supposed to buy that they're almost the same age.
And she plays the she plays the older sister, and she's like 6 or 7 years older.
Yeah.
Than that are it's crazy. Like, this has every shitty, toxic Hollywood thing in it. Of like, let's cast one of just a scum person for a movie that's a rehash of stuff that we have milked all the money out of to get with women, but this girl, like, you know, even though she's younger, you know, she's the older sister because she's not as girly, but the other one, we got to cover her neck because of her weight fluctuations. Which is what actually happened. That's why her neck's covered through the movie, is because makeup was like, oh, your weight fluctuations, your neck looks older, we can't have it seen on film.
Yeah, I saw that. They were like, all your legs though, all the way up to your cooch, we can see, like, all the way up, all the way up. Dean Jagger is a really great one. Of course, Academy Award winner for 12 O'Clock High. So
yep.
I think from 1949. I think from 1949. That shit's on Wikipedia right now, bro. I just looked that up. I had no clue. What about you, Cliff? What's a performance you want to highlight?
Well, I think Vera Ellen was the one that impressed me because I was like, I didn't know her. I don't know her, you know? And I was like, she can really move. And then of course, you know, I did the usual Google, and I'm like, look at her, an amazing career, one of the hardest people working in Hollywood, and then I'm gonna retire. I've had enough of this crap. And then of course Danny Kaye, like, you know, serving up you know, unsuspecting queerness for me. You know, the poor guy was like, I didn't know I would die and become some kind of bizarre gay icon, but I loved it. He brought the physical comedy. He had his energy was so good against whatever it is Bing Crosby's doing. And I don't know, Bing Crosby's style is so reserved, you know? And then of course he's highlighted Brooks has returned. He's highlighted with when the boys have to do the sisters number. He is so into it. I'm just loving it. So like, yes, the B stars in this movie, right? Danny Kaye and Vera Ellen actually did a lot for me. Also, but shout out to Rosemary Clooney because it is like the most melodramatic bullshit subplot, and she gave it sincerity. I feel like that's it. And also that chick at the freaking hotel, that lady on the phone and shit, was that the Wicked Witch of the West?
I don't.
It's not her, but I get why
think
you
it's
would
her.
think that.
Why does she look and sound like her? Where did they find this woman?
All right, so we've gone through 2 people so far, and you've taken all 3 of my picks plus more. Cliff,
Right,
thank you for that. Like, I don't understand.
I think you're going to be. I'm just so excited to be here. I'm oversharing, but I think you're going to have much more to say than I do.
Cliff is like everybody, but Bing Crosby.
Oh, you noticed?
He's like the fucking mailman. like what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yo,
Brooks, thank you for joining us all the way from the fucking Valley of Mordor. What do you think about the movie overall? What's a performance you want to highlight?
Yeah, well, like this is like, I'd heard of this movie. Like, obviously, the song is like every Christmas you hear this White Christmas a million times. But like, I knew it was a movie. Like, I wasn't particularly excited to watch it. But when I did watch it, I was actually kind of surprised. Like, I ended up liking it a lot more than I thought I would. Like, I really enjoyed like the song and dance numbers. Like, I thought the characters were really good. So yeah, like I was surprised how much I ended up liking it.
And this is your first time watch, right?
Yeah. I'd never seen it before. I just like, I knew about it, but you
didn't even watch it 2 years ago, like the rest of us, man. I guess it must have popped up on Netflix or something that year. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, no, I never like. I'm not much of a Christmas movies guy, to be honest. Like, there are a few I really like. I like Jingle All the Way. I like the National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Like, there are a few, but like overall, I think Christmas movies are pretty not as much my thing. Like with a few exceptions. And this one is pretty good. It's not really a Christmas movie. Like, it does have a little bit of Christmas in it, but it's not Christmas centric, oddly enough, for a movie called White Christmas.
Yeah, it's not like Die Hard.
Yeah. But yeah, like I think, like I really like the characters in this movie. I ended up liking them a lot more than I thought I would. I especially liked the younger sister. Like I liked her. She was like, kind of the sassy one, and like I liked her relationship with the other guy, Bing Crosby's partner. How they were doing like this like matchmaker thing. And I thought it was funny when they were doing they were pretending to get engaged. I was like, I thought it was funny because I thought like isn't that guy gay? Like I thought that.
Cliff, you're right.
Like,
Here you go.
Like, is nobody gonna just come out and say like, dude, what are you doing?
Well, I thought it was funny because like when Judy and what's Dan Kelly's character's name? Phil. When Phil and Judy meet, they're like trying to put the other two together, but then they go out and they do that whole dance bit, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, they just fell in love, dude. And then when she's all like, maybe we should kiss and pretend to be engaged, he's all like super scared. Maybe it is because, oh man, I think this is a queer coded film, man.
Yeah.
Well, also with Danny Kaye, he's a lifelong Democrat who has supported Adlai Stevenson, around the time of this movie, like a little before that. So there is a crack about like, oh, what are you gonna dig up like a Democrat that they have him say, which is like an inside joke about.
And that's pretty funny because they were like, in Vermont, he'd probably get fucking killed or some shit like that, right? And like, how things have changed.
Surprise.
Is Judy the performance, Brooks, you want to highlight? Like, who is it?
Well, that's like I was saying, like I really liked, when her and him like are first like talking, and he's kind of awkward at first, but then he busts a move, and all of a sudden he's Mr. Smooth. Like I thought that was pretty cool, like because like he's trying to talk her up a little bit. He's trying to be smooth, but he's like awkward. But then all of a sudden, like they break in the dance number, and like he's killing it. So yeah, like I think the two of them like were real nice kind of couple. Even though like I did think like isn't he supposed to be gay? Like, but I guess he's supposed to not be gay. Like it's just kind of that's just what I thought. That's my headcanon.
I think he's supposed to be 1954 gay.
Yeah.
So there you go. Man, seriously, y'all picked all. I told you I had 3, and if I couldn't get one of these 3 within 4 people, and it was already done by the time Cliff started talking. So, yeah. I mean, my favorite performance is Danny Kaye in this film. I think he's fucking awesome. He's amazing. He can dance. He's funny. He delivers the lines really, really fucking well. I also love Vera Ellen in the film. And yeah, the general's fucking amazing, right?
Yeah.
And a shout out to Mary Wicks, who plays Emma, who is the busybody runner of the hotel. I don't know what they're called, but the runner of the hotel. Fuck, y'all taking everybody's. You know what? I'll give Rosemary Clooney a little bit of love because she can sing. And that bit where she does, like when she's in that club in New York and Bing goes to see her to tell her that like there was like a ruse going on, and she sings that song with those dudes all around her. That was a sexy ass spot, man. That was like so sultry that I mean, she's pretty good, man. And I'll tell you this, man. One good thing I can say about Bing Crosby, or that voice. There's something about that voice that's so silky smooth, even being like, is he a baritone? Feels like he's kind of like a baritone or something. I don't know. Is anybody a singer? Do y'all know?
I'm not.
Anybody?
I'm not going to pretend.
No, good experience.
I think he's a baritone, but he sounds pretty good. Maybe he's a tenor, but he drops pretty freaking low. I think he's got a nice voice, but pretty solid performances, man. There's something I love about the delivery of films in the 30s, 40s, and 50s that is gone with the more what did they call the movement? Because like we had Europe doing their things in the 50s and 60s, and then America kind of came in with the new wave, the new movement or whatever, you know, in the late 60s and 70s. And you kind of lose that. We go more towards realism, right? And I feel like we've lost a little bit of Hollywood magic, right? With delivery and witty, clever ass lines, man. And I don't know. I think the script, I think the dialogue is written very well, but I get what you're saying, Joe. Like the story.
Yeah.
So let's get into it. The style and structure.
Yeah.
So I think the style of the movie looks great. I think the movie looks amazing. The movie looks great. The sets look fucking fantastic. When Danny Kaye and who plays Judy again? What's her name? Something Ellen.
Vera Ellen.
Was it Vera Ellen? Yeah.
When they do that like dance number, that set is fucking amazing. That set in the very beginning when they're in war, and you've got this like obviously staged war, but then they're on a stage. There's something so meta about that like I really, really like. I love these movies where they don't try to hide the fact that they're sets, but they still earnestly film and perform as if they're real. As you know, like, and I guess we're still in the era now where it's like, what's the difference between a film and a stage show? One is performed live and one is filmed, right? But you know me, you know I love my Universal monster movies. You know I love my old school Hollywood. I love shit like this. I love matte paintings. I love sets. I love that shit. And the in itself is so expansive. It looks so great. It's filmed great. The colors are great. The framing is great. The story is filled with things that are so convenient. Like for instance, when they're in the train in the club car, and it's the like snow in Vermont sign right behind them. No, these motherfuckers are in Florida, by the way. Why is there a sign for like Vermont out of everything else? You know what I'm saying? But man, I don't know. There's something about it that I still love. I love that dialogue. I love the way it was written. I love the way it was delivered. So I think the style is great. Structure is all right. The movie doesn't feel long to me. I feel like it has a tight pace, and I am engaged in the story. And the performances are helping me stay anchored within that story. Joe, what do you think about the style and structure?
Yeah, I mean, fairly similarly. I mean, it's oozing with style for a lot of reasons. That's, I'm sure, part of why this, I believe, was the highest grossing film the year it came out. Like, it was a huge hit. And yeah, the style is definitely a big part of it. It's very well executed. The colors crazy, the sets, it feels expensive, like it feels like they put the money into it. All of the musical numbers really stand out because they had like 6 weeks rehearsal time before they even shot it. That said, the script itself was written in a month, and it shows.
I thought the shit was written in a weekend, Joe.
Yeah, but no, it was it was a month because they were writing it like as they were shooting. It was just kind of like,
so it's like a Casablanca situation.
Yeah, or it was just like, well, what do we do here? What do we do here? And like, it just and some of the better exchanges are also like improvised, like the whole bit about with them talking about what kind of dream you'll have depending on what you eat. But like some of that stuff too is just like, what the fuck are you people talking about? And you're just going with it, but they're like saying complete unhinged nonsense, and you're just sort of going with it because you're caught up. You're kind of swept away in the magic of the movie. But if you take a second, you're just like, that what? What are they talking about?
We know about nutrition and food science. We're like, no, eating a turkey and ham sandwich and some buttermilk right before bed is not a good thing. It's not at all.
No, it's terrible. Like, what the hell are you talking about?
It was war era. Do you know how poorly they ate out there? They didn't know. They were like, wow, turkey and ham is amazing because it's nourishment. Not that shit that they told us was bread, but was probably sawdust.
We're talking about guys
who told her sister she wasn't hungry, Cliff. Come on.
Yeah, this is also...
She proved she wasn't worried about that neckline. She proved it.
These were also people who had a lot of money. Bing Crosby is just like, I carry $100 on me for the train in my pocket in like the 40s or like, yeah. So I mean, there's also that, but like for me, structurally, the beginning for me is the strongest part, and the structure collapses over time. By the time you get to the third act, you have the very forced falling out with the characters. Like, I watched it twice just leading up to I watched it last night, I watched it again today, and I'm like, that still comes out of absolutely nowhere, where they're just like not like have that breakup kind of bit towards the end. I'm just like, I'm sorry. Every time I watch this movie, I'm like, that sucks.
It could have easily been something that Bing Crosby's character said to upset Rosemary's character, right? It could have been it could have been that simple. Then he actually has to learn something, but then the main star of the movie, Bing Crosby, would have to play a character that was flawed and then admit to those flaws and then learn from those flaws. And that's not what happened to leading men in 1954, right?
Oh, hell no. They had to be perfect.
Yeah, so like that the last act, I think, kind of sucks in this movie. And then the movie just kind of ends with them making out with women that could be their daughters.
Which again, Hollywood has learned nothing from it.
Yeah, some people in Hollywood still do that outside of the screen, man. Leo?
No, what? And it's all that sort of bullshit of just like, I know I met you yesterday, but you're going to have all 9 of my kids kind of stuff. That's just weird. And also, like, and again, these were the movies that came out, but it's like the average age of a woman getting married in the 50s, the median age was 20. In the 40s, it was 21. And for men, it fluctuated between 24, 26. Bing Crosby is way out of that range. Same with Danny Kaye, who I believe was like 43 during this movie. Again, these guys are like so much older. And Danny Kaye's like, I know I'm twice as old as the average age of a man getting married now, but I'm not ready. Like, and these women, they would just be like, something is wrong with these women. They are pushing, one of them's 26 and one of them's over 30. Like, get away. Like, how are you not married? Like, like all that kind of stuff.
Kudos to the women though, because maybe there's something special about that, because then they get married and they only have to deal with this motherfucker for 10 years. Right. And then they have everything. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, maybe that was a part of it. Cliff, what do you think about the style and structure of White Christmas?
Style and structure. so the narrative of the film is like second or third place to the performances. Like this whole movie relies on the performances. The misunderstanding thing is extremely melodramatic. It actually does take me out of the film when it occurs because it's so ridiculous. But yeah, like this thing is like it's just a musical showcase vehicle and it screams it. But yes, also when you're watching it, like you could just see that they were pumping in as much quality as they possibly could to make this production. And then of course there's lots of stage filming, framing. There's lots of stage framing, which I love. They really, this whole VistaVision thing, they really took advantage of the wide shots for the dance routines. I thought that was great. And of course, Irving Berlin's music just rules and still does to this day. That mofo said, I will be the soundtrack to Christmas. And then he didn't know Mariah Carey was going to show up, but he was like, I will be that soundtrack.
All right. Well, Brooks is left right when it was time to throw to him.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is. Brooks, you all right, man? Are you all right, man? Is everything okay?
Yeah, the dog keeps like, she wants out. She wants back in. She wants out.
Just leave her out, dude.
Say no more. I got it.
Now she barks and then it's annoying.
The green lighting is disrupting her. That's what's happening.
Yeah, no shit.
Because
Brooks, what do you think about the style and structure of the film?
Well, like, this movie, it feels like just an excuse to do like a bunch of song and dance numbers, really. Like, and like, the song and dance numbers are really good. Like, I really enjoy them. Like, they're really cool. Like, the dancing's great. The songs are good. But like, it's like they set up this like romance between Bing Crosby and this lady, but like they forget to actually like, do anything with it. So it's like they're just jumping from one song and dance number to the next. And by the end, they're like, a couple now. It's like, why though? It's like, who cares? It's White Christmas, man. So yeah, like not the greatest structurally, but like, it's like, this, I think the quality of the song and dance numbers really make up for it. Like, you get so much into the singing and dancing that, it doesn't really matter that, that they're not really, it's not as strong of a story, I guess.
No, not fair enough. Well, let's talk about that song and dance. Let's talk about that music, right? By Irving Berlin, who huge big deal back in those days, right? White Christmas, still one of the most popular Christmas songs of all time. You're going to hear it like a billion times from like a million different singers this season alone, right? That's a little bit of an exaggeration, but not too much. The music is great. So I want to know, what do you think about the music, and what's a song in it that you would highlight as being something that is one of your favorites? I love the music. I love the numbers. My absolute favorite is Snow. I don't know what it is, but you're welcome to the fucking show, Joe. But I don't know what it is, but it's so cheesy, but it's also so fucking fun, dude. Like, Snow is great. I also got to give a shout out to choreography because that shit cracks me up every time I see it. Joe, what do you think about the music in the film?
First, I just want to say that you were letting other people go first for all of them except this category, and that was my choice. So I'm just throwing that out there.
Well, y'all blame Cliff, man.
But no, it's the music is obviously a real standout. I'm going to do something a little different though. I'm going to point out the song that just annoys me the most, which again, this is in the third act when it all falls apart. Like the fucking general song is just weird. Like that
and do it twice. They do it twice.
Yeah, it's weird. Like the lyrics and everything. I'm like, what are we actually doing here? And it's like, it's a deviation from, again, and this goes into like the structure is, it's like in the third act in a movie like this, you're really supposed to be more laser focused on like the romance and if it's going to work out. And that distracts from that and then makes the ending also more awkward. It's like, no, these movies are structured in a way where everything else is happening and it all peels away and falls apart, and then we get to the third act, and then it's just the will they, won't they, and then the movie ends with a kiss. Like, that's how these movies are supposed to work. And this movie does this bizarre bit with the generals, and it kind of it fucks with the flow of it. But the music and the choreography and all that is fantastic. But since I can't say what my favorite one was, I'm gonna go with my least favorite.
Well, let me tell you something, Joe, to make up for it. Next time I'm in New York, no matter what time of year it is, me, you, Cliff, and Joe are going to get on the subway. We're just going to start doing a rendition of Snow.
Please.
And see what happens.
We're good.
Cliff, what do you think about the music in the film?
So, like, the one that, like, I feel is good but also bothers me, and you brought up the scene earlier, Count Your Blessings Instead of Sheep.
Okay. All right.
Like, because I'm like, okay, it advances Bob and Betty's connection. I get it. But also, what the fuck are we singing about right now? I'm like, the conversation that led into the song and the song itself, I'm like, what are we doing here? But I will say, as far as like the feels, the one word that no one has used yet, and I'm going to use it, is pageantry. All right?
Yes.
White Christmas, the pageantry of White Christmas for the finale is so good. It is vibrant, beautiful, big. Like, it is that. And like, this is like a show-stopping number for this musical cavalcade that they produce for you. And it fully delivers. Like, I actually felt something watching it again when we get to that final scene, which is good considering how upset I am with the writing at this point in the film. So that's my. It feels like a theatrical musical review, but they threw a plot in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Hell yeah.
So,
well said.
I'm going with the pageantry of White Christmas.
I like that. What about you, Brooks? What do you think about the music, and what is a number that is your favorite?
No, I thought the music is okay for the most part. Like, I think the dancing is stronger personally for me than the music itself. Like, it does have some good songs in it, but I liked the sisters bit, where their little thing, and I like how they had Bing. They had the two guys come out and do the bit, and I was like, but how did they do the voice though? It was like kind of I was like,
it's
like,
called
cool.
Rage.
Yeah. It's like, did they have it re-recorded and like they're just lip syncing? Like, but yeah, like that was a fun bit. Like, I thought it was pretty funny, and like, it's kind of funny how, like, back then they would do that kind of thing and nobody really think anything of it. Like, these days, people would be pitching a fit over it, probably. Like, what?
This movie's so woke,
guys
man.
doing that?
Why is this movie so woke?
Yeah.
I will say that Wicked is killing it in theaters, just reminding everybody, and that the leading man of the year is a freaking gay man. I just want to remind everyone, we're doing good out here, kids. We're doing
You
good.
talking about Fierro?
Yeah, of course.
Ah, I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah. He's in Wicked. He's in Jurassic Park. He is bringing in theater number.
Oh my God, he's the fucking nerd in the new Jurassic Park.
Bloody little glasses nerd, of course.
Oh my God, I didn't even realize.
Oh my God. And then that shot of him laying sideways in Jurassic Park so we can see just how big his crotch is. I love it. And on top of all of that, People Magazine named him Sexiest Man of the Year. So we're winning. We're winning this year. Him and those slutty little glasses. God bless him.
I didn't make that connection, Cliff. Now when we do the rewatch for Jurassic Park and Jurassic World, I'll have to pay attention to that, man. That's hilarious. I had no fucking clue. He's that nerdy ass fucking, I did like the arteries and the blood, all that shit. Oh my God.
Let me tell you, you give me a nerd with that. That's good. A nerd in slutty glasses with a big crotch. I'm there day and night. I'm there day and night. I'll bring the milk and cookies, and you can stuff my stocking. I'm there day and night.
Hell yeah, Cliff will bring the snow. Hell yeah. All right. Well, we are the pop culture philosophers. We like to dive and dig a little bit deeper. So, Joe, White Christmas, it's got some themes. Some of them are very obvious, very cookie cutter, very storybook. But what is the movie saying to you personally?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of like paying it back kind of stuff, like doing the right thing by people who did right by you is like just sort of like the theme throughout, and characters like having to be like, well, this person's doing the, and that's with, that's with all four of our leads, really. That's with the general, because he's trying to do the right thing. And then it's like everyone's trying to just help each other out so they can all sort of do the right thing together. And I think that also overlays a little bit with sort of this like nostalgia, because they're all sort of, the idea of wanting a white Christmas is inherently nostalgic. So you have that sort of baked in. So yeah, I think that's a lot of it. Like, it is fairly paper thin of a plot. So
it might be like Bible paper thin, but whatever, you can take a piece of Bible paper and roll a joint with it if you really want to, man. At least that's what I hear.
Absolutely.
That's what I hear. But if you've ever done that, though, I want to know like which book and which chapter. Like, that's important to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're like John 3, but if you smoked a joint on like Daniel chapter 8, bruh, I get you. Me and you are of the same cloth. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of smoking joints and Bible paper, Cliff. That's just a joke, man. It's my weird segue. What's this movie speaking to you?
I was like, my God, that was so not me. And I'm like, I only had my first gummy ever this year.
With no Bible paper.
Yeah, with no Bible paper. It was a 2.88, and like it did nothing, and I slept okay. Then I took 2.88s to relax, woke up at 1 a.m, couldn't sleep, started watching something on Netflix, and ate half of an apple crumb pie, as one does.
Wait a second. Did you say 2.88 as in 2.88 milligrams?
Yes, milligrams, yeah.
Brother.
That's small, right? That's small, right?
Yeah, no, I got a lot more than that in me, like right now.
2.88? Are you serious? The gummies I have are 500 to 1,000 milligrams, bro.
Yeah, that seems super excessive. So the first time I ever saw someone. No. So how about this girl got crossfaded at a party I was at last Christmas, and on 150 milligrams, but like her boyfriend bought it like at the gas station, so they each took 150, and then the two of them got crossfaded, and I was like, "What is wrong with these two?" And then he was still with it enough to go, "Well, we tried these gummies," and I was like, "Why?" And he goes, "Well, we could have gotten the 5 milligrams." I'm like, "Why didn't you? Why did you decide your first time ever at age 29? It should be 150s for this night." So anyhow,
okay. Let me interrupt you, Cliff. Now, I'm not saying that anybody needs to start with 150 milligram fucking weed gummy or THC gummy. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. No, in fact, I had these 1,000 ones, and I would cut them in quarters, right? And then I had a buddy of mine who we were having a shindig at my house. My buddy's like, "Hey man, let me have one of those." I was like, "Hey man, you don't really fuck around with cannabis." He goes, "Yeah." I was like, "All right, I'll give you a piece of this, but this is still 250, so you might want to cut this in half." He ate the whole thing, dude. This motherfucker started throwing up and then passed out. And I was just like, I'm never gonna fucking share with you again, bruh. Never again. Never again.
You just can't, for people who don't know. So for me, obviously, I'm starting at a very safe place, 2.88 milligrams. You
did it the right way, Cliff.
Yeah. So the ones
maybe
that
a little excessive. You could round up to 5, I think.
Yeah,
but...
I would start with 10 if I was you.
No. When I did 5, I ate the half of an apple pie, so I'm a little scared. But the ones that are supposed to help me sleep are the 10s, and that bag is unopened because I'm a little scared of like what's going to happen, and I have already so many weird medical problems. I don't know if gummies are going to help. But that said, I feel like the central theme of this movie is really about loyalty and gratitude. We're honoring the retired General Waverly. We've got the underscores of loyalty, respect, remembering the people who shaped your life. I feel like as terribly written as this is, I do feel that it sticks the landing on that. It opens with that and sticks the landing on it. I will give it credit for that for sure.
Okay. I like that. I like that a lot. By the way, we lost half our viewership once we started talking about cannabis gummies, but you know
we
what?
Really? Oh no.
It's all right because they're a bunch of fucking squares. So there you go. Brooks, what about you?
Down to 5 people. This is, oh my God.
It's White Christmas, bro. We lost half the fucking panel. Brooks, what about you? What's this movie speaking to you?
Well, I think kind of a theme of this movie is like not falling prey to preconceived notions about people, because like I think like Bing, part of Bing's like character arc as much as he has one is this idea like at the beginning that he's like he has this conception about women and like how women are and like how his relationships with them and like and he learns that there is a woman for him. There's a woman that isn't like that doesn't like that he can connect with, I guess. Like early on when he's talking about when he's these dudes trying to set him up with the showgirls or whatever, he's kind of a dick about it. I'm like, damn, dude, that's kind of harsh. But then like you kind of understand how he is because like he's in show business. He meets these people a lot. And he's probably built up these ideas of how people are, from these kind of very superficial relationships. So like it's kind of cool. That's like to see him. What little they do. Have him bonding with her and showing them like connecting and him learning like that it's that people aren't as simple as he seems to think they are.
Hell yeah, I like that. I like all that. By the way, Cliff, this is what 2.88 milligrams looks like to me. There you go. All right.
I wouldn't know, but okay.
Dude, I'm going to get you so high when I go back up to New York, man. You just wait. Cliff's going to be fucking spaced out. He's going to be in the Phantom Zone like goddamn General Zod. He's just going to be like, ah!
Amazing.
I'm
just
over here. Cliff's like, I'm never hanging out with Rockin' Robbie.
What we're going to do is we're going to watch Suspiria. That's what we're going to do.
Oh, hell yeah, we are.
Okay? And
hell yeah, we are.
If you want, but I'm watching Suspiria.
Do you talk to Travis often, Cliff, a.k.a. Bueller? Do you talk to Bueller often?
Not too often.
Well, next time you talk to him, ask him about his experience with me and cannabis gummies.
Oh, I was told.
I told him not to buy the 60 milligram gummy. That's what I told him. But
right, especially when like it's your first time, or you're new to it, or like you're new to it.
Now that we're talking about weed gummies again, we've doubled our viewership. So all right, here we go.
Doing something right, folks. Doing
Fuck
something
yeah.
right.
For me, what's the movie about? Everybody said something that was pretty much right. Like Joe said, this movie is like rolling paper thin, right? But for me, it's about love can happen to you no matter how old you are, how busy you are, how distracted you think you may be, and how above it or beyond it you may think you are. We all know somebody in our lives who was like, nope, not me. And then out of nowhere, they get hit. They get hit by some titties or a dick or something, and all of a sudden they're just like, what? And they're a whole different person, right? It's never too late for love. And I know a lot of people that have said, oh, it's never going to happen to me, or no, it will never happen to me. Whether it's a sad thing or whether it's a pride thing, right? Nope. It's going to happen to you, and it's going to grab your ass, and you ain't going to be ready for it. Just like a 2.88 milligram cannabis gummy. So there you go. All right. Time to rate the film and get beyond the gummy conversation. But out of 5 possible you digs, you out there in the chat, what would you rate White Christmas from 1954? Joe, kick us off here on the panel.
Sure. I'm going to go with a 4 out of 5. There's a lot to like. You're not watching a movie like this for the story. That said, the story still could have been stronger. Some of the music does feel like they cobble together a scene that's really forced to make it work in it, but you know, it is enduring. For it gets like, I would probably normally put a movie like this lower, but there's just so much like the VistaVision, all these other elements to it that like fundamentally change things. You know, I think I give it a 4 out of 5.
I think 4 is very fair. What about you, Cliff? What do you think?
Charming, classic movie. It's like a warm blanket, right? But a bit slow and overly melodramatic. I feel like that goes without saying at this point, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so like, I don't know. It's all the things we've said it is. I love the VistaVision. I love how beautiful it looks. I absolutely have no desire whatsoever to watch this more than once a year, tops, right?
Sure, yeah.
So like, you know, unlike, by the way, my holiday favorite, I'm such a beyond basic bitch. It's The Holiday. I watch that shit every year, and I watch it 2-3 times every freaking year. And Jude Law was at his finest. But that's it. I'm going with a 3.5 out of 5 for you digs on this.
Yeah.
All right.
Makes
I
sense.
like that. 3.5, I think, is very, very fair for this movie.
Yep.
Hell yeah, dude. And The Holiday. My personal favorite is my go-to is Gremlins. Yeah. Joe, what's your go-to Christmas movie?
That's tough. It might be Christmas in Connecticut. I really love that one. But I also usually watch Christmas Evil every year.
Oh, Christmas. We covered that, didn't we? Yeah.
Yeah, I was on that
was
one.
Fun.
I love Christmas Evil. It's so good.
Brooks, what's your go-to, and what do you rate the film?
First Blood, dude.
First Blood's a Christmas movie, man. Even though, oddly enough, it's not really about Christmas, right, Brooks? Like White Christmas.
Isn't it though? Isn't John Rambo just trying to have a Merry Christmas?
I don't know. I think that's a harder sell than Die Hard. Die Hard spends a lot of time reminding you it's Christmas. And Rambo kind of like it's there, and then it just keeps going.
Bro, there's like one goddamn little tiny Christmas tree, little Charlie Brown Christmas tree in the sheriff's office. You know?
That means it's set during Christmas times.
Yeah, isn't it Cobra a Christmas movie? Isn't Cobra set during Christmas too?
It might be.
You know what else is a Christmas movie? Brazil.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, wow.
And Brazil's really good. Maybe Brazil's the best Christmas movie of all time. Y'all.
Brazil might be the best Christmas.
Wow.
Anyway, Brooks, what do you rate the film?
Yeah, I give this one a 4. Like, you know, it's got good charm. Like, you know, the song and dance numbers really are what carry the movie. But you know, they're good. They're good numbers. Like, you know, it's a fun watch. You know, and I think it's like, like as far, you know, like I said, I'm not much of a Christmas movies guy, but this is one I could see, like, you know, putting on every year. Just, you know, just sitting and chilling, watching, or, you know, just putting on in the background while you're like doing other Christmas stuff, like, you know, baking cookies or whatever. So yeah, like it's a good Christmas movie, but not the best, but, you know, still pretty good.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, man. I agree with you and Joe. It's a 4 for me. 4 out of 5, you digs. I might be giving it a little bit more leeway just because I have so much fun with this. And you know what? Yeah. When I have friends and family over during the holidays, and I'm showing them all my favorite Christmas movies, like Christmas Evil, like Gremlins, like Black Christmas, like Christmas, Bloody Christmas, what's the one?
Silent Night, Deadly Night 5.
Yeah, all of the Silent Night, Deadly Nights, except for 1 and 3. I mean, 2 and 3. My bad, 2 and 3. Yeah. I'm not a fan of 2 and 3, but I do love 1, 4, and 5, man.
Yes.
Which is the one with the? Oh my God, why am I blanking on his name right now? Chop Top.
Mickey Rooney.
Chop Top. Chop Top.
Bill Moseley.
Bill Moseley. What's the one with Bill Moseley? Yeah. Is that 3? That might be 3. I don't know. I kind of get them all mixed up, man. I kind of get them all mixed up. But yeah, when I'm showing these movies to friends and family and saying like, these are my favorite Christmas movies. And then they're like,
really?
What? Like Don't Open Till Christmas. That's another one. Like, I really like that one.
Yeah. That's on the list for you to watch this year.
Yeah, dude, that's yeah.
Yeah.
There's so many of them that are just like, I'm like, to me, Christmas is an excuse to watch Christmas horror, right?
Mhm.
But every once in a while, let's throw in something like White Christmas. They're like, can we do something more traditional? I got two go-tos, three now: White Christmas, Muppet Christmas Carol, and Scrooged. Because Scrooged is an
Scrooge is
amazing
great.
film too. So a 4 from me, Joe and Brooks, a 3.5 from Cliff. And that is a PCP average of 3.68. It's not quite a 69 because if Bing and Danny would have really got on, that would have been a 69 and been an epic one. Toronto Dominion says 2. Jay says 3. Metal Elf says 3. Eddie says 2.5. Dynamite says 3.5. Two Gun Pedro gives it a 3. And there's one more comment I wanted to highlight. Where'd it go? Metal Elf says Brazil is a fever dream. Yes. I fucking love that movie. Christmas Story, you know what? I think it's overrated. But that's just me.
I get it. I get that.
I just seen it too many fucking times, man. You know, thank Ted Turner for that. Jay's going to give it a 3.5. Jay from Hydrosylum Comics.
Fair.
All right, dude, we were in and out for an hour, man. Hell yeah. When's the last time we did an hour-long movie review?
Probably the last time there was a panel of like 4 or 3 people for like a movie. That, like, yeah.
Yeah, Don't Torture a Duckling. I think there were 3 of us there. We probably went an hour on that one. All right.
Yeah.
Well, next week, join us because tonight we did White Christmas. So you know what comes next. Next week, we're talking about Black Christmas. Yes, we've done it before 5 years ago, but we've kind of grown the channel a little bit. Plus, we've grown the panel of PCP Movie Night. So Black Christmas next week. Then we're taking 3 weeks off. We'll be back January 5th for the entire Jurassic Park, Jurassic World franchise. So that's pretty exciting. Joe, what exciting is happening in your life? Final thoughts.
Well, coming up, I guess it's going to be watching all those Jurassic Park movies. But I have to figure that out. But,
Merry Christmas, bro.
But in my life this weekend, I'm flying down to Florida to visit my grandparents to help them decorate for Christmas. So,
yay!
You know, so
good time to go
nice.
to Florida, right?
Yeah, right. But no, so that, and also just want to give a shout out to some other Christmas specials out there. Muppet Family Christmas, where they go to Fozzie's mom's, like that's
the one with John Denver.
No, the John Denver Christmas special is a separate Muppet Christmas special. There are so many Muppet Christmas specials. I was also about to add Otter's Jug Band Christmas. So I'm an Otter's Jug Band Christmas. It's another one. You know, it's always a good idea to make it a Muppet Christmas. You know, I think. You know, and like I said, I already did Garfield. I might do, you know, the Charlie Brown Christmas tonight. There's so much to enjoy. And also, I got the copies of Sync to the Top in, so I'm going to be figuring out fulfillment for that. So if you backed it on Kickstarter, you'll be getting your copy. You should already have your PDFs, and I'll be mailing out in the coming weeks the physical copies of the book, and I have more stuff that hopefully will be announced in the coming months. But in the meantime, buy the fucking Knights of Justice book. There's 2 of those.
I'm curious, real quick. Are you and Chase going to have extra copies of Sync to the Top to sell after the fact, after fulfillment?
Yes.
Cool. Hell yeah. All right. Maybe I should do a video review.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Try to throw people your way because it's awesome. I've read it. I love it. You came up, you told me what the idea and concept was, and I was like, there's no way Joe does fucking pulls this off. There's no fucking way. You pulled it off, Joe. So thank you. Thank you. Cliff, thank you so much for being here. Somebody, I see Blue Wrenches out there. Throw a link out to Cliff's channel, Cliff on Comics. I did a show with him. You were so much of a gracious host. I've had to get you back on here. We got Two Gun Pedro telling us we got to have Cliff back for another movie review in the future. I got some spots. I'll let you know. But Cliff, it's been a pleasure. It's been a joy. You're one of my favorite people in this community. Final thoughts, what you got coming up?
Oh man, there's so many things coming up for me. My annual toy drive is December 13th. So that's interesting. Joe, you want to come up? I need to fill some tables.
What day is that? The 13th? That's
a
a Saturday.
Yes.
I don't know yet. Let me
Okay.
see.
You know what? We've only got 12 days. But
Yeah, don't try to get him to commit on air, bro.
I'm not
Like,
you know what, no, I didn't
hey
mean
Joe, do you like sick kids that need toys?
Let me dial it back. I mean, I have tables available. I'm not asking you to commit. I'm really sorry. I'm just in desperation mode. And because we do have some movie posters signed by Paul Rudd for Ant-Man that we're going to auction off. So that's going to be exciting. And it's just it's a lot. And I'm still recovering from my trip to Ohio where I performed my nephew's wedding ceremony.
Yeah, Joe, what fuck? Paul Rudd could commit. Joe, not you. You can't.
Oh no, Paul Rudd will not be there at all. But Paul Rudd did produce said signed movie posters and send them to us, which I thought was wonderful.
I mean, I hate to break this to everyone.
I'll send you some signed Ant-Man posters signed by Joe Corallo.
No.
Yeah,
it'll be me signing Joe Corallo.
It came from his candy shop in Rhinebeck. Like it came through official channels.
No, I get it. It's just like, look, I wish there were more Beckstar fans too, but it's not going to move anything.
Also, you've got Florida.
I thought it was very good, but apparently
I liked Beckstar as well, my friend. So
thank you.
So I've got that. I've got some great guests coming up for Comics and Coffee. I just did my first episode of Slabby Seconds, which was just a weekend filler for only slabs. But I had a lot of fun doing it. So I may do other Slabby Seconds on a non-Saturday and have different guests on for that. So that should be a lot of fun. And be like, show us your slabs and let's do cool stuff. So I mean, there's that. I'm raising money for the local food pantry that supports my clients. I'm just lots of things. I got December giveaways that I'm working on, but I still have to mail out a whole bunch of stuff from November and October. So there I am. Just watch me watch my shorts, but just watch me have little December breakdowns all the way through to my birthday, January 1st. It'll be a great time.
hell yeah. About to be Crash Out Cliff, man. I'm very excited to see that. Hell yeah. Brooks, it's happy to have you here. It's happy to have you here. That makes no fucking sense. It is happy to have you here. Final thought, what you have.
Yeah, well, I do a thing with Jelani called Go Figure Reviews, and recently we did a house tour of yours truly's house. So you can see all of the crazy collection I've acquired over the decades, if you're interested in that kind of thing.
And it had to be split up into 2 videos.
Yeah, it was so epic. I had to split it up into 2.
This is Brooks's bed, by the way. Just so you know, he's in his bed, ready to go to sleep. That's what's going on there.
That's how I sleep every night. I can't sleep unless I'm like wrapped in figures. But yeah, it was a fun video to shoot.
You sleep under a Millennium Falcon? You're braver than I thought.
You decided to put together Eternia in your bedroom?
That's my kitchen. It's just
okay, so there's no cooking going on in your kitchen. We don't cook in that kitchen. We go to Eternia and watch the battle of Eternia and Etheria take place. Yep, Etheria, because She-Ra's there on Swiftwind, right in the corner. God, I love it. I love it. She's like, don't leave me out of this fight, bitches.
No, man, like Swifty's like my newest acquisition. It's like one of my favorite things this year.
Oh my God, I love Swiftwind so much.
Yeah.
Remember when we found out that Swiftwind had a baby with some horse somewhere? You know, that's such a great episode. It's like, She-Ra, guess what? Your horse has a life. He's been knocking up bitches and having kids on the side.
Well, he is called Swiftwind for a reason.
But yeah, hopefully, like I won't be in the darkness next time. Like, I feel like I'm in the fucking upside down here. Like, it keeps getting dark on me. Like, expect a fucking Demogorgon to just come up behind me.
And the greenness. Like, it's not only dark, but the greenness, you know? I'm just waiting for to like creep out of the darkness and be like, I'm a bit of a scientist too.
Yeah, bro, I have no idea what's going on, but you look like a fucking second, third tier fucking movie from like 2000, 2001 right now, man. That's what you look like, man.
Oh yeah,
I remember those days
for sure. It looks like you're right out of fear.com.
That cracked me up way more than it should, man. But like, that's such a specific reference.
I love that the website for fear.com was fear.com.com.
Is it still up?
I don't think so. I think it's down. But you know what? Let me double check.
Oh, that would be hilarious.
I think, have you guys done fear.com on the channel yet?
Dude, of course not, man.
No, yeah, no, the domain's probably available though. But
I think
like
one of those. I think the director of that film was one of the Masters of Horror in season 2. Ooh. I think, right? So,
what you got to just do like one horror fest or something. It's just all shitty mid-2000s horror movies. Just shit mid-2000s.
Link would shit himself if we did that, dude. He would be there for every fucking episode, dude. That's his fucking bread and butter right there. He's like, hey, but have you seen the Hills Have Eyes remake? He's that guy. You know what I'm saying? Have you seen the Last House on the Left remake? You know, he's that guy. Have you seen the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake? Right? I'm like, bro.
I have.
Have you seen
channel.
Jeepers Creepers Part 2? Because that's goddamn. All right. This is always a great time here on PCP Movie Night, especially during the holiday season. Don't forget, next week is the last PCP Movie Night of 2025. We'll be talking about Black Christmas with another PCP first-timer. We'll be back, though, January 5th to kick off the 2026 season with the Jurassic franchise. All the park, all the world movies. There you go. And don't forget, December 23rd, our 8th annual Festivus stream. That's gonna be fun. I'm ready.
I can't. I feel like you just had the Festivus stream and it's already happening again.
And we already got another giant list of grievances, right, Joe?
Oh my God. I can't believe how many new grievances that probably aren't even grievances carrying over from last year that are going to be.
My only carryover grievance is I will never recover or ever forgive Dark Crisis ever. But Joshua Williamson has written enough good quality things for me to finally just forgive him in his part in that atrocity, and I'm just gonna put it behind me the best I can. But I'm also gonna find every copy I can and destroy every copy I can.
Okay. That's fair. My only carryover grievance I can think of is that when is Dynamite Comics gonna stop putting out so many good comics every month? I only have so much money, guys.
Oh my God, let me tell you, they are killing it with the seasons of Space Ghost, are they not?
They are doing such a good job, and it's like, guys, like there's other people put out comics too.
And the Falcon, you know, there's a couple of books that I think that they're doing really terrible with, but I'm not going to say anything.
I couldn't think of one, so I can't think of you thinking of one either.
I can't. No, I'm thinking of one that I just think is terrible.
Well, I can't think of it, and I don't think Robbie can either. So
no, I think Dynamite's been killing it. You know, I mean, they're doing great work.
They've got some great crossovers. Like everyone's talking about Deadpool, Batman. How about that Harley Quinn, Elvira? You know, crossover going on.
I mean,
pretty great.
That's a legit.
Pretty great.
Yeah,
it's pretty great.
Also, did you know that they got their archive back?
Wow, that's crazy. I think that's something that more Dynamite fans should know.
You know what? Speaking of Dynamite, I need everybody to be quiet for a second because you just reminded me, Joe. Here's a message from our friends over at Dynamite.
Hi, this is Greg Weisman, the Gargoyles writer, here to report that on January 14th, 2026, you will not want to miss the Gargoyles Darkwing Duck Disney Afternoon crossover event, co-plotted by myself and Darkwing creator Tad Stones, written by me, and with art by Ciro. It is a funny as hell comic book for this unlikely combination. Check it out.
Do you think Disney's okay with him saying funny as hell?
Well, I mean, didn't Disney put out that what was it? Probably, right? I mean, they own the Alien franchise now.
He should say funny as Hades is what he should say.
Funny as Hades.
And then they're like, wait, James Woods? What?
Oh no.
No, for real.
Oh, no.
I'm really excited for Darkwing Duck and Gargoyles, no lie. Greg Weisman and Tad Stones were on the show recently. It was a great conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Any fan of the Disney Afternoon from the 90s should check out that conversation because they wanted me to talk about this upcoming comic, and all I wanted to talk about was Gizmo Duck. So I'm very excited that I got that in. So anyway, we're dipping out. We love you guys. Merry Christmas. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Next week, Black Christmas here on PCP Movie Night. Watch it. It's a great movie from the director of A Christmas Story. And I think it's the better Christmas movie. All right. We're dipping out. Love you guys. Ho, ho, ho. Oh, and for my final thoughts is some White Christmas lyrics. I kind of forgot the second part of what I was going to say. I was fucking singing.
Something's go.
Oh, no. To hear sleigh bells in the snow.